Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Tiffany Rennion and I am one of your TAs for our IMRA Kenya 1 School Library Certification class. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a Google site which you can use as part of your portfolio in the course. The Google site is a great option to use because it allows you to share some of the things that you've learned in the course with others and kind of showcase the great things that you're going to produce in this course. So the first thing you're going to need to do is to get a Google account if you don't already have one. These are free. To get one, what you need to do is sign up for Gmail, which is Google's form of email. Once you have done that and you have a Google account, you will then have access to Google's website baking site, which if you're going to go there, you should type in the word sites.google.com, or you can pull up a Google search and just type in the words Google Sites and enter, and it will pull up the website that Google uses to create websites. Okay. So our Google website looks like this. If you look at the top half of the screen, what you're going to notice are tools to create new web pages. And the bottom half stores the web pages which you're going to create using the website. If you've never created a Google website before, this part might be blank for now, but this will be where you will find your portfolio website in the future when you're ready to make changes to it. So the first thing that I want you to do is click on the box in the upper left-hand corner that has the very colorful plus or cross shape in it, and that says blank site underneath. Once you click on this box, it's going to bring up your new website. The first thing that we're going to want to do is to click on the word Untitled Site and give our website a name. For this course, we would like you to name your website with your last name, the letters IMRA, and the word portfolio. So for example, if I was making this as my portfolio for our class, I would click up in the box that says Untitled Site. I would delete those words, and then I would type in my last name, which is Rennion. I would type in the letters IMRA in portfolio. You would type in whatever your last name is here. Once you've done that, you need to click the enter button, and you're going to notice that the name that you typed in is going to appear in the upper left-hand corner of your website. See, Rennion IMRA portfolio. That's how you'll know you've been successful at naming your website. The next step is to give your website a name. This is the landing page for your portfolio. A landing page is just the first page that people see when they click on your website. So for the first page, you could title it Welcome Page, or you could title it with the name of your library. So for me, I work at Franklin High School, so I would name it Franklin High School Library. You could name it either Welcome or the name of the library that you run. If you would like to change the shape of the letters or use a different font, you can click on the box next to the word title, and there are a lot of different fonts for you to choose from. I tend to use Comic Sans for school things, though I know that other people have quite strong opinions about this font. So, choose the one that works best for you and your school. The other thing you can do is change how big or small the letters are. To do this, you need to make sure that the words you want to change are highlighted. and then you click on the little down arrow next to the number. If you want a smaller font size, you can choose a smaller number, or you can highlight the words and choose a larger font size if you want the letters to be bigger. You can also choose, again, you got to highlight the words to make your words bold, italicized, underlined, or you can change the color. For me, our school color is purple, so I am going to change my letters to a purple color to better represent my school. The next thing that you can do is to click or double click underneath the title box. And when you do that, you're going to get this circular menu popping up. The circular menu is good because it allows you to add stuff into this banner area, which is the dark area at the top of our web page. It's also called a header. So you could embed a website here. Maybe you want to put in the website for your high school if your high school happens to have one, or maybe you have another website that's very important to your library. You could use that button to insert a picture of that website here. But please note, if you change the size of whatever you are embedding underneath, it can change the font size. I believe you can fix it by clicking on the font to drag it back to the size you'd like. But it is something to consider since whatever you're putting down here is going to be the same width as your title. If you don't like something that you put in here, you can click on it and then click on your backspace, whoop, and it should delete it for you. You can also click up here. The little U-shaped arrow will undo what you've done if you don't like it. Or if you want to redo it, you can click on the little U-shaped arrow that points to the right. So you can add a video by embedding it and clicking on this symbol here, the yellow symbol. You can attach something from your Google Drive if you have a Google Drive. This button also allows you to upload something from your computer if maybe you have a picture on your computer or something else that you want to have in the header. You can also click it and add extra text here. So for me, maybe what I would like would be a way for people who come to this website to see what school this website is attached to or what school this library is attached to. So for my text, I might type in the name of my high school. And then I would maybe change it so that it's big enough to see. You can also change where it is in this box by clicking right here. This is the align button. It's like a series of lines. You can align it to the right or in the middle by clicking the one that has the lines in the middle, or you can align it to the left. Or if you want it kind of all the same size, like if you have multiple lines of text and you want them to all be the same size, you can click on that button. I'm going to stick it there. So now that I have the word Franklin High School here, I would like to link this word so that it leads back to my school's website. So to do that, I'm going to highlight Franklin High School and click on this little insert link button right here. It's next to the smiley face. And then I would just paste the website there. Okay. As part of your assignment for Module 1, you will need to include a link to your school's website if you have one. So this could be useful to help you with that. Other things you can do with this header is to change the size of the area that is this dark color. If you want it large, you can click the word cover. If you just want a large banner, you can click the word large banner. If you want it to be the one we started out with, you could click on the word banner. Or if you don't want a banner, you could click on the words title only. I'm going to pick on the word banner because I feel like I like a medium amount of banner space. So you're going to want to click on the left-hand arrow. And the other thing you can do with this is you can click on the word image, and you can either upload an image from your computer or you can select one. You click the word select that Google has, and it will replace this background banner that's kind of black colored with whatever picture you choose. So you can pick one from the gallery, or you can click on Google Images and type in library or book or whatever you think is good for your library and find a picture that you would like to add. I think this one looks neat. I'm going to click on the picture so that you have a blue box surrounding the picture, and then I'm going to click the word insert. And what that does is it puts the picture behind the words in my banner. It replaces that black banner color. So the next thing that we want to do is we are going to want to add in information about you and your library and your school. If you look on Module 1, it gives you a list of things to include. Things like your name, school, and a brief description of your school and library. Like, what is your library called? What makes your library special or unique? Your favorite school library activities, something about you, and a quote that resonates with you. You also need to include links to your school's website, pictures of yourself, your library, or other images. If you have any pictures of students, please make sure you have permission to share those pictures from their parents, and that you're following any requirements that your school might set for sharing those. So now that we have the start of our website made, the next thing that you can do is you're going to go over to the left-hand side of the page, and what you're going to see is these things called content blocks. What they are is that you can create kind of pieces of this first web page using these content blocks. Where you see the rectangle with what looks like a mountain and a sun in it that are black in color, those would be a picture. And the lines that you see would be writing. The very dark line would be like a title. So I would suggest maybe picking a layout that you like. Maybe we pick the first layout. And what that does is it puts together the next piece of your page. You will have a picture, there is a place for a title, and a place for you to write text. So in order to make sure we're following the directions for this part, maybe what you do is include a picture of your school. So to do this, what you would do is click on the little plus or cross sign in the middle of the picture, and then you can upload a picture from your computer if you have one saved. Or if you know there are pictures online, you could also click select an image. I know that there are pictures in Google of where I teach at. So I'm going to just type in the name of my school and see if any pictures come up. But there's one right there. The other thing that you can do is you can also add one from your Google Drive. So now that we have the picture here, you can crop the picture If you click this button, that means, it can make the big picture bigger or smaller. And then the part that is not grayed out will be the part that people see on the website. You can also uncrop it. You can link it. So maybe I want to put a link to the school here instead of up here. You can do that. So you just click the link button, paste in your link, and then click apply to do that. You can duplicate the picture, copy it, or if you don't like it, you can click the little trash can and it will remove it. You can also click on the 3 dots on the right and you can replace the image with another image. You can write text describing the image or a caption. For this one, I'm going to add a caption. Because our instructions ask us to add a quote, I'm going to add a quote that one of the teachers at my school says, and they say that our high school is the second happiest place on earth. After Disneyland. And the person who says that is Mr. Kilby. So I would put his name. And then I would center it because I think it looks nice. You can also add a quote by creating a text box. If you click on the right side of your computer, the 2 blue T's, that will create a text box and you can type in anything you want with it. So I'm going to undo that because I don't want one there right now. You can also click the word image and you can upload or select a picture to put onto your website. You can add something from your drive by clicking on the little triangles. Or you could embed a video onto your website as well by clicking the embed button and putting in the website of the video. Okay. So in my first part of the text, I think that I would like to maybe describe my school library. So I might write the title of the library. Or the title. And then down here where it says click to edit, I would write information about my school. So Franklin High, or my library. Maybe I might write about where it's located. And who it serves. My library serves Toby Johnson Middle School. It serves Franklin High School. And it also serves as a branch of the public library, the Franklin branch. You would write in about your school library, maybe where it's located, who it serves. Other things that you should include in your description would be maybe things that make your library special or unique, or your favorite school activities. You could add any of that there. You also, once you're done making the first part of your webpage, you can add other parts if you want to answer those questions maybe further down the page. So for example, maybe you want to list your favorite school library activities. You could click on the content block that has 2 pictures or 3 pictures, and then you could add pictures of each of the activities. You could name the activity down here. Maybe you have a book club, and then describe the activity. The other big part that we need to make sure that we are adding to this page is information about you. We want to know about you. So for this one, for the title, I would put your name. For me, I would write Tiffany Runyon. And then below, you should add information about yourself, like maybe where you work, maybe something you specialize in. You could write what your hobbies are. I like to garden and to read. You could write what you like. You could write about your family, if you have kids, pets, anything like that, so that we know a little more about you. You are required to add a picture of yourself. So you can do that by clicking on the little plus button, and you can either upload the picture from your computer by clicking the button upload and clicking on the picture and then the button open. You can change the size of your picture so that, you know, the whole thing fits. You can also click on the little plus sign and select an image from the internet or one saved from your drive. So you would write, I work at, hobbies are, my family includes, whatever you want to write about. Okay. Finally, you want to make sure when you're done and you have answered all of the parts of the instructions. So in order to be done, you need to create a welcome page with your name, school, and a brief description of your school and library. You need to include what your library is called, what makes your library special or unique, what your favorite school library activities are, something about you, and a quote that resonates with you. You need links to your school's website and pictures of yourself, your library, or other images that you have permission to share. Once you've done all of that, you're going to click over in the upper right-hand corner where it says Publish. So you're going to click on the Publish button. And then you're going to click where it says Manage. I'm a student at San Jose State University, so right now, because I'm using that account, only people at San Jose State University can see my website. This might be true for you if your organization maintains like Google Pages. So in order to make sure that everyone can see your website, you're going to click on the blue word Manage. And then what you're going to do is change where it says draft to anyone with the link. And then down here where it says publish site, you need it to say public. That way we can view your portfolio and give you a good grade because you're probably going to do amazing at it. Once you've done this, make sure you click on the Done button. It's in blue in the bottom right. And then it's going to give you the web address of the new web page. Okay. You're going to click on the word Publish in the bottom right-hand corner. If you don't click on the word Publish, we cannot see your website. So if you're having some issues with this, make sure you have changed the Manage settings so that anyone can view. And make sure that you click on the blue and white Publish button. Once you do that, it's published to the internet. You can click up here in the upper right-hand corner, the word Publish and the down arrow, and you can click on the button that says View Published Site. When you do that, it will take you to your beautiful new portfolio website. You can click on the website's web address and copy it, and then you can paste it and turn it in on our Canvas site. If you have any questions or you need any help, please feel free to reach out, and I or Gina, the other wonderful teaching assistant, or your professor for the class, Cindy, will be there to help. I wish you good luck, and I can't wait to see some of your new portfolio websites. Thank you.